wake you up. It's our job. We are supported by the Q drops. So many men deeply sleep. Whoa. We search the truth, we find it all, and tell it people in the whole world. They hear and see, but don't believe.
So that you guys can play actors. In other words, we got to be the bad guys so you guys can be the good guys, you dig? But in reality, we know that you're not the good guys, that you guys are worse than we are. You dig what I'm saying? Which is acceptable because we're outlaws, and that's what keeps us out. And as far out as you can get, and when you're drinking your children's blood, I see you. You can't fake on me, you dig? Because I was your children. You can't fake on me. I was your children of the 40s. Eleanor Roosevelt can't fake on me.
Yeah, they said, did I sell my soul? Should I just tell them the truth? It's time for me to just keep it 100 with y'all. Yes, they got me in this I can't get out of it. I'm getting too much money. I don't want to get out of it. We just left this Hollywood party, baby. This Balenciaga party.
That was popular rapper Sexy Red during a live stream where she told her fans she sold her soul for riches and fame, and claims to have just left a Balenciaga party. The same Balenciaga who had this woman Loda Volkova, or as she calls herself in this caption, Cannibal Loda, as one of their top stylists. Here are some interesting photos that Volkova posted to her Instagram. Devil worshippers perform gruesome rituals in forests. A picture of two people in a satanic ritual with the caption, "The devil made her do it." And very disturbing photos like this one. And this one with the comment from fashion designer Marc Jacobs that says, "So good." Here's Marc Jacobs. How about this one? Or this one that depicts a baby holding up a skull. Another one where it seems they did some kind of ritual with lit candles on a table, a Baphomet with an upside down cross and a pentagram. See, Volkova also has some very disturbing art I can't show here. One of them depicts a deceased child with their bodies split open and their innards coming out. There was the campaign that Balenciaga did with the children and the bondage bears. The tape with Balenciaga spelled with 2 A's reading out Baal, the deity that involved ritual child sacrifice. This children's drawing in the corner that when you zoom in, you can see depicts the devil. And there's so much more than just this sick campaign that they did. They also did this one that had a book by a painter named Michael Borman, who has art that depicts satanic rituals involving children and babies doing the same type of rituals, unclothed, with blood on them from head to toe, walking around with other children's limbs. Then there's those court documents found on the table in one of the photos, which was a case that examined whether banning the promotion of child porn violated the First Amendment. There seems to be some very disturbing things taking place behind closed doors in Hollywood. Sexy Red talked about how good the money was from selling her soul, and I would ask her, what does it profit someone to gain the whole world and lose their soul? The answer is nothing. There's no amount of money, fame, celebrity is worth giving your soul to Satan. Truth is, you can't take any of it with you when you leave this earth. Jesus saves, protect the children.
Think about what 4 years of a retribution presidency might look like.
He was going to indict all of his political opponents.
He wants to put MSNBC on trial for treason so that he can execute us.
He will imprison, he will execute.
Let me talk to you.
The legacy media now wants you to believe that Trump poses an existential threat to the future of American politics because he plans to prosecute all of his political opponents if reelected. Essentially, they now want to portray themselves as the victims. Folks, that is what we call the sin of spin. Now, I get that victimhood is the new currency in America, but come on, man. America, they must think you're dumb. They must think you've completely forgotten about how they raided Trump's home, indicted him multiple times over, leaked his mugshot, and tried to remove him from the presidential ballot. They have done everything short of assassinating this man. And the only reason why they haven't assassinated him is because they can't. From what 17 tells us, we know Trump is fully insulated. Nothing's going to happen to him. But when you see how hard they're trying to shape this narrative, how shook they are, do y'all get it yet? Do y'all now see what this political witch hunt was all about? Exactly. It was never about Trump's crimes. It was always about you never finding out about theirs. But like Julian Assange said, when all is exposed, 98% of Washington will fall. So stick around. It's going to be a doozy.
Hatte no from home delivery every flavor. Oh, was soll das? Was ist das?
just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can we not be so
So that bag costs 20,000.
Yeah. Is that for like baby organs and shit like that?
It's like adrenochrome. Alright, so I'm doing an adrenochrome, $20,000 IV. Basically.
I don't know if we can actually say adrenochrome.
Yeah, that's legal.
Is it?
Don't you have to murder kids for that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's like what like presidents do and shit.
Yeah, so I'm doing the presidential IV.
Biden definitely doesn't do that.
Obviously.
Man, from a living human body.
You offered me human blood, said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life. But I was kidding. I told him I'd just as soon have an ounce or so of pure adrenochrome.
Suck babies' blood.
Put it on my face.
One of Oprah's favorites, Fountain of Youth.
How come it's red?
Cells from baby foreskin.
The young blood from teenagers.
Their hair, if it was gray, just turns dark.
A CBS News investigation has uncovered a loophole that allows accused and convicted American pedophiles to escape justice by moving to Israel.
Jewish Community Watch, an organization that hunts down accused pedophiles who flee to Israel from the U.S., exploiting a process called Law of Return, whereby any Jewish person can move to Israel and automatically gain citizenship. The ease with which pedophiles seem able to use this law as an escape route haunts victims like Mendy Hawk, who says he was abused from age 8 by a teacher at an Orthodox Jewish school in Los Angeles. Yom Tov pled guilty in 2002 to sexually abusing and committing lewd acts against 3 other boys. He served jail time, but when he was released, he violated his probation and, according to JCW, fled to Israel with help from individuals within the Orthodox Jewish community. JCW tracked Yom Tov down and confronted him with a hidden camera in Jerusalem, where he admitted to illegally fleeing the United States with help and using a fake passport to enter Israel.
I was supposed to stay for 5 years in the same city. I was supposed to, let's see, trying to understand what you're saying. I was supposed to go every 2 weeks to the police station. I left within a week later.
The district attorney here in Los Angeles told us they have not requested Yom Tov's extradition and that they had no other comment. Jewish Community Watch says that is the problem. If American officials don't try to get accused pedophiles from Israel, then they simply escape justice and leave children at risk.
It certainly seems like law enforcement, both here.
America is brought to you by Pfizer. CBS Health Watch sponsored by Pfizer. Anderson Cooper 360. Brought to you by Pfizer. ABC News Nightline. Brought to you by Pfizer. Making a difference. Brought to you by Pfizer. CNN Tonight. Brought to you by Pfizer. Early Start. Brought to you by Pfizer. Friday night on Aaron Burnett Out Front. Brought to you by Pfizer. This Week with George Stephanopoulos is brought to you by Pfizer.
This weather report brought to you by Pfizer.
Today's countdown to the royal wedding is brought to you by Pfizer.
And now a CBS Sports Update brought to you by Pfizer.
Meet the Press Data Download brought to you by Pfizer.
This portion of CBS This Morning sponsored by Pfizer. On how to find the hidden sugars in the American family diet. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Seem to agree on anything anymore except for 2 things: pizza and us. And us.
Cruised down, went over to their house. They made us homemade pizza, and it was an amazing time. I sat next to Bono. It was a good day.
That is a good day.
It was. And her parties are incredible at her house, too.
Yeah, she does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
She makes great pizza,
Wonderful pizza. All right.
I'm really excited about the possibility of having a pizza party with a pop star. Do you have pizza parties with pop stars?
Being seen as the nicest guy in Hollywood is that no one searches my backyard for bodies. About being seen as the nicest guy in Hollywood is that
worried about when shit hits the fan. The shit hits the fan. I think it'll be over within about 10 minutes, primarily because of their communications issues. Can you imagine being them on the battlefield? And when I say them, I really mean them. Them, they, ze, zer. How the fuck are they going to communicate? And can you imagine one of their team members misgendering them in a charge against us? They stand up in the middle of the battlefield and start crying about how they were misgendered. They got to do a TikTok and an Instagram. They got to let the whole world know that they get hate. And if they dress up as furries, well, fuck, it is hunting season. Game on.
Son, you know, once you start, there's no
I'm
going
rebuilding
back.
my mansion. You'll see when it's done. We'll do an episode of Cribs. I had to get this area here. I bought my neighbor's house. I had to construct a specific area for the Bugatti. Anyway, that's all going to be lit up and shit. Bugatti logos. You broke boys don't know. Listen, I recently posted a question on Twitter asking, would you rather have sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10, or a woman, which is a legitimate 1? And everyone's sitting there clicking woman, 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 because they think they're going to be gay if they do anything else. But they're not actually thinking about the question. I am so smart. I operate on so many levels higher than the average man. You people are not thinking about the question. When I say a 1 and a 10, I mean Megan Fox with a dick. That's the tranny. Or Hulk Hogan with a pussy. That's the girl. This is the question I'm asking. Megan Fox or Hulk Hogan? So you're thinking, well, I don't want to be gay, so I just clicked the girl, the number 1, did it? You're going to fuck Hulk Hogan? Okay, there's a pussy, but he's got mustache and muscles and shit. He's all hairy, big dude, 6'5". It's pretty gay to me. That sounds pretty gay. I don't care if it's a pussy. That is gay. Whereas Megan Fox, okay, he's got a dick, but maybe you can, like, scoot it out the way. I'm still Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying? At least she's small and shit. You can get your hand around her neck, mess her up. You ain't messing up Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's gonna mess you up. So this is the question I'm asking. You need to operate on a higher plane. Think about this. This is important. This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in. What is straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum, isn't it? Because if you're gonna sit here and go, oh no, it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick, I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a pussy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a proud day for all Americans.
This is a hell of a photo op, Jerry. Are you sure I shouldn't be there?
Well, for some picky reason, the Secret Service don't want the executive branch and the legislative branch in the same room at the same time.
The Martian ambassador is going to say a few words. Come on down, Mr. Ambassador.
Guess it wasn't the dove.
They blew up Congress.
Do that for?
Maybe they don't like the human being.
out, not as many people were, like, not even close to as many people were, like, ready to go on Twitter and just talk crap to all these assholes like Stephen King, right? But bravery is contagious. Bravery is contagious, guys. Fun is contagious, too. Ridicule is hilarious, and it's a great tool.
Where is the bounce? I want to see that bounce. I'm so... No, they're talking... They keep bouncing. They keep bouncing between each other.
The big lie about the 2020 election and the cover-up of the insurrection of last January 6th. And we can't get distracted, whether it's by the latest culture war nonsense or some new right-wing lie on Fox or Facebook. By the way, they've been coming after me again lately, in case you might have noticed. It's funny, the more trouble Trump gets into, the wilder the charges and conspiracy theories about me seem to be.
To our country, and we've caught them. We've caught them all. We've got it all on tape. We've caught them all. And by the way, you gave the idea for the Logan Act against General Flynn. You better take a look at that, because we caught you in a sense, and President Obama was sitting in the office. He knew about it too. So don't tell me about a free transition.
Followed by millions of dumbfounded dipshits, and some say the end is near. Some say we'll see Armageddon soon. Certainly hope we will. I sure could use a vacation from this stupid shit. Silly shit. Stupid shit. One great big festering distraction. I have a suggestion to keep you all occupied.
call Speaker Johnson on the border in Ukraine funding, Mr. President?
Or Republican idea.
These are not Democrat ideas or Republican ideas.
This is an American idea.
These are fundamentally American ideals.
Imagine they were driving a car and they drove it into the ditch.
If somebody has repeatedly crashed your car,
you can't have the keys back.
Do you want to turn over the keys to the same people who crashed it?
You said Russia in the 1980s are now calling to ask for their foreign policy back.
I have a newsflash. The USSR does not exist anymore.
You know, the Cold War's been over for 20 years.
It fell back in 1990.
A skinny guy with a funny name.
Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name?
But they sense deep in their bones.
I believe deep in my bones.
E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. We are one people.
I have a dream that we can be one people again.
Restaurant is now serving human meat. Trader Sam's Grog Grotto is the first restaurant in the United States to serve meat from humans. Because of this, Disney introduced 2 new menu items at this restaurant. Those include baby back ribs and french fries. However, these aren't ribs from animals or fries from potatoes. According to someone who tried the new human-based food items, they said it tastes like chicken. So if you're curious what human tastes like, here's your chance to try it. This is legal because Disney got FDA approval. According to an internal source, this was a very challenging approval and is very rare. Also, our source mentioned that all of the human meat is ethically sourced. Disney is doing this to expand their food offerings, and they see this as a great way to generate excitement and have a one-of-a-kind restaurant. With Trader Sam's being the only place that serves human meat, Disney expects people to travel in just to try the new menu offerings.
Хотят говорить по-русски, отцепитесь, отстаньте от них. На законном основании дайте им возможность говорить по-русски. Язык никогда не будет делить нашу родную страну. У меня еврейская кровь, я говорю по-русски, но я гражданин Украины. Я люблю эту страну и не хочу быть частью другой страны. Россия и Украина, мы действительно братские народы. Я знаю миллионы, я знаю тысячи людей, которые живут в России, замечательные люди, мы одного цвета, у нас одинаковая кровь. Мы все друг друга понимаем, независимо от языка.
Governor, it's a pleasure to meet you, and it's a pleasure to be with you. First of all, thank you for doing this, and looking forward to this, Mr. President. Thank you, Joe. The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is. If you need any more proof positive of how bad the economic theories have been, this excessive deregulation, the failure to oversee what was going on, letting Wall Street run wild, I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. So I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. I don't think you needed any.
Classified material next to your Corvette. What were you thinking?
Let me, look, I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage, okay? So it's not like you're sitting out in the street. But anyway, yes, as well as my Corvette. But as I said earlier this week,
babies in a handbasket. We are desperately concerned about the circumstance relating to avian flu. We don't have enough vaccines. We don't have enough police officers. And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act. We've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on?
Step out of line! Don't you step
that relies on scattering, on ohana, whether by blood or by race. But like many others, my son fall. My daughter next House Speaker.
President, was there an intelligence failure in the lead up to this attack? Mr. President, can you tell us what TV asked you specifically for support?
AI devices are being used to deceive people. Deep fakes. So anyway, I just want everyone to know that I'm a corrupt piece of shit. Fuck Joe Biden and bring back Trump.
And loving God. We come today to play, but tomorrow they will protect this country from all enemies, foreign and domestic, even if it calls for the last full measure of the motion. They come today to compete, but tomorrow they will unite to convey to the world that there's no better friend nor worse enemy than the United States warrior. You know them by name. They are game changers, patriots, heroes, overcomers, and those that would dare to take this republic to the next level for your glory. So as we the people, of the people, and by the people, assemble here today, stretch forth your hand of favor and increase our faith. For you remind us that all things are possible to those that dare to believe. For we still believe that the best is yet to come. Now receive all of your glory, your power, and your honor forever.
Trafficking is a big business. It's a big deal. Dealing in children is a big deal. Children are probably the most harmed. They grab them, they put tape over their mouth, they tie their hands, and they take them to another country. We have things happening that you don't want to even know about. And it's been that way for decades, and we can't.
My administration is 100% committed to eradicating human trafficking from the earth. This form of modern-day slavery here in the United States and all around the world. We are dismantling the criminal organizations that make large-scale human trafficking possible. We will not rest until we've stopped every last human trafficker and liberated every last survivor.